Okay. All right. Um, Hold on. I'll be there soon. I just need to double check to see if I have a JPEG. Do I have a JPEG for this? Or do we need to go find a JPEG? We need to go find a JPEG. Right. Then we also need to mess with that. Okay. Okay. JPEG. We need a JPEG. Uh, I spelled that wrong. I spelled that way wrong. Kernel is kernel is just such a. It's just one of those words. It's just one of those words that's just really annoying to spell. This looks like a. This looks like a JPEG. Paste. There we go. This isn't a JPEG. I can already tell it's not a JPEG. Okay. And does it even have the piggy top? Oh wow, it even has the piggy top. Okay. That not F. Also, I need to clean off this monitor. Save as PNG. Okay. Got that. Got that. We're good there. Is this working? Okay. It seems to be working. It seems to be working well. Good. 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 Oh damn, some of my uh some of my streams get age restricted. This is so sad. It seems like for the most part 10 is the magic number. Interesting. Anyway, okay. Just double check to make sure the mouse works. The second mouse works. And it should now. The DPI is fucked. Okay. Alright, so. Hello, everyone. It is me, that guy. Hold on. I'm putting in a new source. I'm messing with this. Okay. Well, now that's just fucked. All right, we're gonna make this smaller. We're gonna make this smaller. That's probably about right. All right, we'll just put that right there. Okay. Okay, we got it. And we need to put it below the starting soon screen because that one needs to take precedence over everything else. Yeah. Okay. All right, we're gonna hope for the best on that one. We're gonna hope for the best. Also, yeah, I couldn't find my Christmas hat right before stream, so we're going with the Prom King crown because it's just what I grabbed first out of the closet. Also, I realized I don't have a beverage. There we go. Oh. Okay. All right. Cool. All right. Yeah. So we're playing a little. We're playing with the things here just a little bit, kind of fast and loose because it's a little bit different because I don't have all of my normal equipment. So we're just going to you know, go play with what we have for now. Also, I will be drinking these tiny cans of Mountain Dew that Donna got for me for Christmas. You know, she got me 10 cans, which is two fewer than the requested 12 cans. Bitch. I'm joking, of course. I'm quite appreciative, of Donna for doing this, as this is likely the only, as my mind tells me that this is the only Christmas gift that I'll get. But I guess I should say my gut tells me that. But some of my brain parts tell me, no, you idiot, that's not the case at all. All right, you're going to get more things. How much is in these cans? 8 ounce, 7.5 ounces. Man, imagine trying to lean on those. Okay, all right. So the mouse. We will need this mouse for what I have planned today. But say la vie. But yes, I have finally made it home. Which I shouldn't say finally. I've been here for like half a week already. I've been long enough to get 36 hours at my job at Taco Bell. But I suppose I should save it. You know. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're going to launch DNA. I'm just gonna like fish in DNA just to get fishing stuff. Because I really need fishing stuff, and I don't have really want to just like fish during my normal gaming time. So we're going to fish on stream. Also, I need to remember the camera is here now, not over here. I'll get it. Also, yeah, DNA is 1.1, which I have not yet gotten to experience, but what I've seen so far, just with the other game improvements, are quite promising. So far. So we'll just stick with that for now. Anyway, hold on. I'm going to get us to Purgatorio first, so we can fish there. We're going to fish, and we're going to fish. I don't think I'll be able to get all the fish. I don't know how many fish there are, but we're gonna try, and we're just gonna fish, and it's gonna be awesome. Okay, fish. Oh, okay. Um. Uh. Okay. I don't know. I don't know. What do we do? Ice Lake. Hello. We have a bunch more fishing spots to look into. This is most good. And we probably have a bunch more stuff to we probably have a bunch more stuff to buy. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Why did it say I had fucking 5 of these? There we go. And then I realized I should probably. Okay. Is it working? No. Capture a specific window. Okay. Um. Okay. It's not working. It's not working. Hold on, hold on. Okay, we're gonna have to do a maybe just a display capture. I'll figure it out. I'll get it figured out. Okay. All right. I don't know. That's probably fine. That's probably fine. Seems fine to me. Okay. Yes, it seems fine to me. Okay. About day and night. Does that affect fishing now? Whatever. Whatever. All right. So I'll light up the stick and then we'll do the fishing. So, in order to remain in a relaxed posture the entire time, I will be using a proprietary method for the fishing. Uh, you know, that proprietary method is a secondary wireless mouse. Hopefully this thing doesn't die. I'm gonna actually just turn on the RGB so that way I can see if it dies. And then, yeah, we can just fish like this. I can just, kind of just ramble, look occasionally, and yeah, just click and fish. Also, I realize that there is no sound. Okay, we'll get there. Purgatory. There is the day night cycle does matter. Okay, maybe not. Wait a second. Ice Lake. Okay, the day night cycle doesn't matter for probably the original fishing spots. Also, what is that? Oh my god. Anyway, yeah, the day night cycle doesn't matter for the OG fishing spots. But what it probably does matter for are the new ones. So, anyway, I should also probably put the smoke on. That's not the right smoke. That's not the right stick. Alright, we're gonna use the better mouse, the wired mouse. Okay. Turn that on, click. Fantastic, fantastic. The camera's right there. Fantastic. Yeah, no, because I've come back here, some things are rearranged. You can't see the horrendous mess that exists behind me, but I haven't quite gotten things back in order yet. Also, I can see a fucking genie mon in the background. Hold up. Just gonna nab this guy real quick. That was... Yeah. Wouldn't that be funny if I got the auto... Okay, I did not get the auto lore genie mon. That would have been something. Actually, hold on. Okay, I've got two debt. Like, I got this one from the maintenance, and I got this one just I found him. Hold on. What is the auto lore one called? At Peace. Oh, I think I've seen this. I think I saw that one somewhere before. I think. I don't know. It could be that I'm just an idiot and I, forgot. Also, we're just going to be fishing with Sybil because, we're going to be fishing with the evil woman because that makes me laugh. Also, I've heard that there's only 100 fish per spot. And apparently we have 22 hours and 59 minutes to fish up all those fish. Chat is here, and the camera is there. This is so fucked. Also, why are you... Oh, was I just pinching that? I was just pinching it. This wrapper is quite oily. Which... Huh. Interesting. Yeah, the wrapper's quite oily. Anyway, yeah, we're gonna be fishing. We're gonna be doing some fishing. I'm just gonna ramble while we fish, And maybe we'll get the goldfish. Hopefully we get the goldfish. Because I really need fishing money in this game. In this game, I really need fishing money so I can, you know, to buy stuff from the fishing market. What do I even want from the fishing market? That's the fucking question. Let's see, I guess I could get these demon wedges. Track shift modules are always useful. There it is. It's the fucking Genie-Mon cream. And then secret ledger clues are always fine to have. The die seem kind of pointless at this rate, but I mean, I guess I won't have to make one. 10? I won't have to make 10. The hourglass is always good. Pretty sure you need 2 of these per character, so that's fine. And then the rest of these other resources I can just get on my own time. As well as the advanced rod. Anyway, we're gonna puff for a few minutes before we actually get started on the fishing. But we will be doing the fishing. Because I need fishing money in Duet Night Abyss. So just gonna move the ashtray over to where it's just underneath the mic, so that way I can just, you know, set the cigar right here, you know, on either on my hand or just in the divot. And we're back to using the Gurkha ashtray. Something hit my throat. But, this seems like it might be a rather easy smoke. I don't know, I don't know. Anyway, let's get lit up so we can fish, and so I can ramble. Okay. Okay. Also, overhead lighting. It's been almost a year. We have overhead lighting again. Yeah, we didn't quite get all of it. A really strong earthy flavor to start off with, which is I have a problem with. I like that. Oh, we're gonna try and get this going proper. Oh yeah. Okay. Let's get a couple of draws in before we start the fishing festivities. Okay. Just making sure the DPI is enough. Also, I am using my thigh as a surface for the mouse, so you know you can see the cursor moving and all that stuff. But yeah, I mean I'm just gonna be using my thigh for this. 32 tokens. Okay, cool. We got more fishing money, guys. Slightly more. Just need to like sit kind of funny, but generally in a relaxed posture. Okay. So, what's old GZ been up to? Well, I've been working. I got 36 hours this week, 14 of which were fucking today. So, you know, we are back at Taco Bell, and I have been reminded why, it kind of sucks to work at Taco Bell. But then again, it's also the holiday season, so people are being real, like, fuckheads about it, and, the whole thing. I think I need to turn down the game audio. Hold on. Hold on, we're gonna fix that real quick. We're gonna just. We're gonna try and get this to like negative 13 decibels should be fine. Hold on, let's use the real mouse for this one. And let's see. Let's just, because there's going to be a lot of repetitive sound, we're just going to do this. Actually, hold on. I'm just gonna listen to it back to myself real quick. Hmm. Okay, so that's not gonna fucking work. Hmm. Oh no, it was fine beforehand. Okay, so what was it before I fucked with it? Actually, no, that's fine. That's perfectly fine. Okay, alright, cool. Okay, that popped up on there. That shouldn't have happened. Oh, well, whatever. Also, I should turn the sound fucking back on. Okay. Alright, back to using my leg as a fishing stand. But yeah, so, working the holiday season at Taco Bell kind of sucks. But it's a job that I could quickly get, and it's a job that I could quickly get, and it's a job that I know how to do. So no training required. It's just get in and it's basically just to kind of get in and go. You know, there's no training wage bullshit. There's no learning a new job and all this. It's all just work. Just get in and get paid. Yeah, I'm only making 12 now, as opposed to 14 back when I was the assistant at Pizza. But because I used to be a manager at Taco Bell, um, and because they need managers for all the shifts really, but night shift always at Taco Bell, the general manager is going to try and convince his boss to just kind of like bring me back in as a manager without having to do the class over again. But if it comes down to it, I have to do the class again, which is going to be super easy and super simple because I've done the class before. And also, it's gotten to the point to where I've worked food safety for long enough that food safety stuff that you would learn in classes like that is just kind of common sense to me now. Or, it's super common knowledge. So, yeah, so I can easily, if I have to go through the classes, it's not a problem. I'm fine with that, especially since I get to be on the clock for that. If I don't have to go through the classes, that's great because that means I will quickly go back to making 14, which is going to help my budget greatly. January is when car insurance comes out, and of course, I still have to pay for the Martinsville apartment and all this and that. So it's going to be a whole thing, but it's fine. It's fine. Uh, I just need to, just hold out. This is technically the financial recovery period has started, as I've outlined beforehand. Also, I'm gonna try and keep an eye on chat. Uh, but yeah, we're just kind of in financial recovery. Um, that being said, I am going to try and find like a white collar job. Because I do intend to work two jobs for at least a little bit just to get the money that I want to be aggressive with my debts because I'm really tired of paying on them. Um, you know, I've just, I went into student loan debt in 2016, when I took out some private loans and of course got the Department of Education loans to go to undergrad, you know, whatever. Those loans take, those loans are, yeah, whatever. I also took out a couple of others here and there to, buy some things like this computer, which I already paid off this computer. But over the years, I've helped other people utilize it. With my I've used my immense credit score to help people with things, um, and they've paid me back for that. So there's no problem there. It's just I don't want to pay for this anymore. It's plain and simple. Um, so it's fine. You know, but yeah, I did end up working like 14 hours today. I went in at 2 because the general manager wanted his assistant and two other good people on the floor to, help figure out this new system that's being rolled out. So he wanted a handful of purple one. He wanted a handful of good people to help him kind of figure out the new workflow. And hey, it's more hours for me, especially since it's the holiday season with the early closings and the fact that we're closed on Christmas just entirely. I was grateful for the hours. All right, I went from damn another sea skimmer. I went from like 20, 20, 22 ish hours this week to 36. So, of course, I'm quite happy to help. This is going to help the budget, you know. Uh, so we're all good. Uh, yeah, we're all good for that. So hey, good stuff. You know. And then next week I think I've got like 28. We'll see if I end up getting called in. At some on Tuesday or something. Next Tuesday, that is. And maybe I'll be able to inflate those hour numbers even more. I kind of got oh yes, I kind of got a little pissy, but that's just because the rush was hello. That's just because the rush took so long. The rush was started at 4:30 and didn't end until 10:30. So that's 6 hours of us just getting absolutely just dumpster fucked. Oh, whoa, that looks cool. That looks cool. Anyway, so yeah, it's kind of just whatever. Um, I got a little pissy, but I didn't get. I noticed that even though I'm back in the old environment, as it were, I didn't get as pissy, as angry as I had in the past. I mean, yeah, I got a little frustrated, but come on, if you're getting just absolutely dumpstered for 6 hours, who wouldn't get a little agitated? Um, Especially since we were short-staffed after 7 o'clock. So it just got real bad. Uh, it wasn't so bad from 4:30 to 7, but then 7 o'clock hit, and that's when, mid-shift left, which means that the general manager and, a handful of our good people left. Or, I mean, that and also just bodies left as well. So, um, it was just this whole fucking thing. And so, but I didn't get as frustrated that I noticed. I think working for a year, in pizza, just getting absolutely dumpstered at first, and then kind of getting used to it. We've got another bigger fish. Was just something that has kind of helped me out a lot. Help keep me calm. That, and I think I've gotten a little bit older, a little bit more used to it. So, you know, I've mellowed out a little bit, and it's fine. It's good. Got a fish. And so it's quite good. You know, I mean, naturally, who's not going to get a little frustrated when, you know, uh, when things are not going the best. I mean, it was fine enough, uh, but it's just it's one of the differences between Taco Bell and pizza is at pizza $5 grand is for the whole day is a lot that's a full day, right? Taco Bell $5 grand is normal for night shift, so I gotta get used to that again, you know and so I just need to reacclimate fully, um, you know finish shaking off the rust and whatnot, um, just regular stuff. This is not wanting to burn well. It's not wanting to burn evenly. I don't know. It's kind of, burning up high. Here, hold on. I'm gonna puff for just a second. I'm gonna take a couple of, like, really good drags here real quick. Mhm. Hmm. Yeah, we might have to touch this up a little bit, actually. Get that bottom going proper, because, yeah, there's about half an inch of space there. Yeah, I think we might have to touch this up. Yeah, we're definitely going to have to touch this up. Really a quick one. Hmm. There we go. Come on. There we go. One thing I didn't really anticipate was just like, at pizza, I was moving around a lot, up and down the line, running all over the store, this and that. Was moving around. As a result, you know, a little sore. I was moving around a lot. To contrast to Taco Bell, I don't really move that much from my spot. As a result, my knees and the bottoms of my feet just they hurt a lot more now because you know, I'm not on them anymore. Not on my, not on my feet right now. I'm obviously sitting down. Um, but it's kind of just whatever. And I think fishing in DNA might just be like the stream activity. If we do games sometimes, sometimes I'll play Yu-Gi-Oh, of course, and sometimes I'll just do this. It's good stuff. Of course, if we do Yu-Gi-Oh, I'll full screen it and minimize my window using the other scene. But for this, I can just, uh, I can can just do my thing here. But, yeah. Not moving around as much, but still standing kind of sucks. Kind of sucks for the, you know, the bottoms of my feet and my knees. But, you know, hey, nothing a good night of rest, won't fix. Alright. More fish. But, yeah, so, you know, in that, you know, in that a similar vein, I am going to look for like a white collar job. Hopefully something that's not. Oh, a sea skimmer variant. Yeah, baby. Oh shit, and we got a bigger fish on top of that. Yeah, let's go. Come on. There we go. Oh. Oh. Alright, this might be the gold one. I hope it is. Come on, baby. Give me the gold. And what do we got? And we got... Oh, I even got the variant. Yo, hold on. Yeah, I even got the fucking variant, the silver frond. And we got some secret letter clues. So I've got all the variants from Purgatorio. I just need the OG silver frond. Let's actually see what we got here. How much is this fish collection? Oh, okay, that's what that is. How much is this worth? 500 by itself. Ooh. Ooh. Yeah, let's just go ahead and sell our spoils here. Let's see. So that's, what does that put us at? Let's put us at 2,000. But we're halfway to a demon wedge, and fuck, even halfway to a character track shift module. Okay. Okay. What happens if I buy this? Does it restock? It does restock. Ooh. Ooh. Anyway, I'm gonna try and get the fishing rods. You know, instead of the because the fishing rods, I think, is just going to make this faster. So we're gonna try and go for the fishing rods first. I think that's a nice first step. I've also heard that in the new area, the fishing store there has a rare genie mon that will give me the passive that will just like auto reel. Which is awesome. Which is awesome. Ooh. Okay. Alright, come on. But, yeah, I think I'm gonna look for, like, a white-collar job just to... Because we've gotten to the point where I really, really want a career. Oh, hey, look. The silver frond. The regular one. So how much is that worth? Because the last one was worth, like, 500. Or the variant was worth, like, 500. 560. Hell yeah. Alright, so let's see. In order to get the next fishing rod, we need 2,500. We need 1,500 more. That shouldn't be too hard. But yeah, we got all the fish from here. Or at least we've, you know, caught every kind of fish at least once. So that's good. You know, next we'll go to Ice Lake. You know, just the outside spot, not the sewer. Because I think I'm going to have to fight in the area in the sewer, just clear it out. But I don't think I'm going to have to do that at, you know, at the actual, like, outside spot at all. So, we got that. But, I don't really think I'm gonna go... Considering how badly I got fucked because of, you know, pizza, I don't think I'm gonna go back. You know, even, you know, I mean, I'll talk to, you know, the guy in charge here in Greensburg, see what he thinks. But I think I'll be forward with him. It's like, look, dude, I've been thinking about it, and I think I'm gonna go for something white collar, just to, you know, just to like get a like a pretty good like a really good career going, you know. Just as funny as it sounds, I just want an office job at this point, you know. I don't really want I mean, yeah, an on my feet job is, gonna be all well and good, but I kind of crave for a boring office job. I kind of crave for it. So we're just going to, try and go for that. As for what kind of office job, I'll look around town. See what's open, and if my career eventually necessitates, we've got bigger fish. If that career ends up like taking off, and like I end up having to move somewhere, I'll follow the money. Hello, I'll follow the money. It's fine. Come on. Yeah, I'll follow the money. Just because, uh, you know. Plus, going to a new place, another silver front. Wow. Uh, just doing that is going to be really nice. To you know, to gather wealth. For my eventual retirement. I'm almost 30. I'm almost 30, and we'll get at it. We'll use that white collar money to get out of debt and get a house and retire and all that. Of course, that whole plan is going to take decades, but you know, if I make it easier for myself by working hard and getting out of debt, we've got another bigger fish. Wow. Then that's all well and good for me. Oh, jumpy. This one might be. If we get another silver frond, I am going to be kind of flabbergasted, to be honest. What do we got? Oh, another sea puff. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Once we get down to 50 of this bait, I'll switch baits. I don't know if there's any difference between the baits. I just know you can buy a bunch of them. Buy a bunch of baits. And why don't I just do that? Just buy the shop out. Every time I decide to sit down and go fishing. And I think there's enough bait for all the fishing spots. I could be dead wrong. I mean, I'm probably dead wrong. I need to do the quest to get to the new area, so that way I can, see if there's more bait. And if there's not, then I guess I'll have to kind of strategically choose, where do I like to fish? Because I like Purgatorio Island. I like this fishing spot because it's, nice and bright and colorful and beautiful, with the engine lighting changes. Even, uh, you know, uh, even the Hyperborean Empire looks a lot better. So there is that. But yeah, right now we're still in the, kind of hunker down phase. And with the holiday season, we'll kind of see how much money comes in and how well we get through that. Because really next month is the only problem month. Just because car insurance comes out, it's not an expense. It's an expense I pay every 6 months. But it is one that it's one that I've expected. Uh, but it's still an expense. It's still money out. The budget must be sustained. Sit up a little bit. The budget must be sustained. So, we've got that. And it's just a matter of, and since we're in financial recovery, we're in the financial recovery phase of, the plan for next year, then, uh, you know, whatever. Also, because of, the inevitable expense of, the U-Haul to move back, I've been thinking about expanding the financial recovery phase to just the first half of next year, and then after that, being aggressive. This does mean that goals are probably going to have to shift, but as long as I get rid of, as long as I get rid of a couple of the debts, I think I'll end up being pleased because I think I got rid of like two last year, which was nice. It was quite nice. You know, but it was a pretty far cry from from what I had planned. But see, that's the thing is, that's the thing is with when I, do planning and stuff is I gotta be flexible. Uh, but yeah, when it comes to white collar jobs, I have actually considered going back into therapy. I mean, I have the degree. Uh, I just need to get a license to work under somebody who is licensed, so I can get my, proper therapy license. Uh, so that way I can, you know, oh shit, we're at 49 now. Hold on. Yeah, hold up. We're gonna switch baits. All right, all right. Oh, of luring. Wait a minute. Deep these fish, even the pickiest fish. Oh, let's see. Oh, luring fish variants. Now that's something. Alright, so let's sell off our catches. Let's see, do we have enough for the next rod? Oh, we're just short. We're just short, I think. Oh, got another 2 rare fish entries. Let's see, all Purgatorio. Yes. Okay. Endemic fish. Oh, minis. Oh, minis. Ugh. I heard just a little bit. Just a touch of soreness, but that'll help. That'll go away. Like I said, I'll just sleep it off. I am on call for tomorrow for the easy close in case the midship managers can't really, deal with that, which is fine. It's more hours. It's more hours. And I'll go in for like an hour at, tops tomorrow, so it's not like I'm gonna be pulling another 14 like today. Ugh. I hope that the long shifts, the 14, the more than my normal, are less, or few and far between. That is, uh, you know, one good thing is Taco Bell has changed a little bit since I last worked there. One of the big changes is that we don't close at 4, we close at 3:30 now, which is quite good. It means that it's not a 9 to 5, it's really a 9 to 4. So 35 hours. If we compare this to the 45 I was working, obviously it's less money, but it's less work. So, yeah, I take that how it is. Plus, if I do get like a day job, uh, getting back here at 4 and going to bed is going to be much easier on me than what it was last year, where I'd get back here at 5 o'clock and then have to be up by 9:30 to get to Domino's. This does not want to burn evenly at all. I have to do a quick touch-up. Again. Yeah, this doesn't want to... Yeah, see, the top is burning just fine. I can see it burning. But the bottom just does not. Maybe if I flip it, you know, use common sense and not cigar sense, as it were. Alright, that's... Also, I am on weaker internet, so... I am on weaker internet, so I am going to check that really fast. There it is. I am going to check that really fast to see what we got. Okay. It seems to be... Yeah, it's holding out. It's holding out. Okay, good. And then I need to move this below. Yes, okay. Alright. Okay. Alright. Okay. But, yeah. So, you know, fewer hours than what I was working in Martin. But, you know, I think this little break is needed, you know. You know, some might even say much deserved, but, you know, I don't really care either way. Yes. Yes, but, yeah. We'll just stick to the plan, you know, and, you know, just kind of just wait out the day-to-day, which, you know, I think after February, once I am not paying for the Martinsville apartment anymore, that'll be more cash flow in, which means more that I can put towards reserves. Let me put this down before I accidentally light myself on fire or something. Also, you can kind of see Hugh in the background. You know, just watching me game. You know, which is fine. I've had to put him back on his stand. He was sitting in this chair, but ever since I've rearranged everything to put my desk and my setup and all this stuff, you know, he's back in his standing position. You know, good old Hugh. Actually, I'll angle the camera real briefly. You know, good old Hugh with the my only pair of swimming trunks, my only tank top, the white girl amulet, a lei, and some golden Mardi Gras beads, as well as the Crusader helmet. My mom put my my one hat on top of that. Just, you know, he's got two hats on. You know, good for him. But yeah, he's you know, I should send a picture of him to the boys. Be like, hey boys, you know, my roommate, you know, says hi. They're like, why do you have a skeleton? Because I don't think I ever mentioned having him while I worked in Martin. Obviously, I didn't have him at the apartment, so I couldn't use him to scare people. You know, or the dog. Oh, that would have been really funny, actually, to have him there. Scare the crap out of my roommate's mom. Scare the crap out of her. You know, that'd have been really funny. That'd have been really funny. I think we might have gotten another gold catch here, boys. Come on. Come on. I want the new fishing. I want that next level fishing rod. And did we get it? Did we land it? Yes, we did. I think that might be enough for the new fishing rod, actually. Let's see. Oh yeah, that definitely is. That definitely is. Give me that. Give me that. Yes, the expert rod is 7,000. Oh my god. Okay, so let's... So it goes iron, iron, copper, silver. So... you know. Also, something I've noticed here is that these fishing rods have levels, and we've gone from 1 with the iron rod, uh, and then 3 with the copper rod, and then now we're at 7 with the silver one. You know, quite curious. Also, I've still got more, uh, fishing thingies to sell. Also, I need money. Give me that. Oh, okay. Now we're yeah. See, it just seems like every time you buy something, it just the shop just like instantly restocks. Uh, I haven't hit. Uh, yeah, I don't really do emotes, but you know, we'll get it. We'll get it bought. And see, that didn't restock to another emote, so you know, there we go. That's another little part of the shop cleared. All right. Let's see what we got for the new rod, huh? Let's see what we got for the new one. Whoa! That is quite a large little area there. Oh yeah, we're gonna be catching fish super fast now. Yeah, and then we'll restock our baits when this fishing hole runs out, and you know, go to the next area. Actually, I think we'll go to the next area, and then we'll buy the new baits. And we got a bigger fish. We got a bigger fish. Let's go. It's gonna be a purple one. It's probably gonna be a variant if I had to guess. Oh yeah, we're losing a lot less progress when the thing like jerks around. Sea puff. Quite good. Quite good. Most good. Thank you. But yeah, you know, life got a little bit turbulent. But, you know, I foresaw it to a certain extent, and, you know, now we just kind of do some waiting, some working, some recovering. You know, just kind of live day to day, as it were. You know, yeah, I've got plans in place, but we just do a little bit of the day to day, and we're going to get another goldfish. Ooh, gold. You know, another gold rarity. Hell yeah, dude. Awesome. Ah, you're not getting away. I should have done a bunch of fishing in Genshin, but you know, I don't play Genshin anymore. I play this now. Another silver frond. Nice. Nice. But yeah, we just do some day to day living. Obviously, I'll keep an eye on things and you know reorient my schedule because I do need to fit in plasma donations to you know keep the budget as stable as possible. Keep the money flowing in. You know, keep as much money flowing in as we can. You know, to that end, I've also considered doing like some gig stuff to, you know, help, you know, pad things out. I'm just gonna have to set that up. You know, do that during my days off, and you know, see what we can get out of that. There really wasn't much in that in those regards towards you know in Martin. I did look into it, but I think. Yeah, I think we just, you know, yeah, we just look into it and, you know, see what comes of it. Do a little research, you know. The draw on this has gotten easier. And as a result, it seems to be burning much more evenly now. I think I kind of burned through a bit of a hard spot. So, that's good. That's good. Also, since there's overhead lighting in here, I can see this better. Which means if it tars up, I can see that. I can see that much better. Which is nice, which is good. You know, overhead lighting. Who knew I would miss it so much? I do need to clean up in here a little bit, though. That might be something I do tomorrow after I get up. You know, tomorrow's gonna be a really good day, though. I have the day off. I probably have the day off. I have the day after off because it is Christmas. There's not really going to be, you know, celebration and jubilation. Well, I mean, there will be some jubilation because I don't have to go to work. But you know, I don't have any money for Christmas, so we're just going to observe the day as the day off, and you know, of course, I'll be spending time here with you know, with Mom, so there's that. That'll be nice, you know, just a nice stay-in day for the most part. I might go to Martinsville just to retrieve some other things, like the other half of my cigar collection. I did leave those there. You know, and to, you know, clean up the apartment a little bit more, just so I don't have to do it later. You know? Uh, Getting a lot of greens. Also, it's time for another can of the mini can of the Morton. Thank you, Donna, once again. I'll be sure to grab a late Christmas gift for her. I know what she likes. I know what she likes, and I know how to get my hands on it. Real easy. Actually, I think I know what I'll give her. I think I know what I'll give her for a little bit of a late Christmas gift. She did buy something for me, so of course I will, you know, get something for her. It's only, you know, that only seems normal to me, which, you know, actually kind of brings up an interesting point. So, a couple years ago, a few years ago, I had a bit of a gift exchange with you know, with somebody I went to high school with. We were both interested in like 40K and like miniatures and stuff like that. I still kind of am. I just don't have the time. And you know, he was going through a whole, you know, a whole like painting and you know this and that kind of, you know, kind of kick. And it was really cool to see the miniatures that he was painting. You know, the kind of like before and after, you know, when they're on the stands unpainted and all that, and then you know that's the before image, and of course the after is, you know, everything painted up and looking really nice. It was quite nice. I gave him for that Christmas some D&D miniatures that I had that I wasn't using because you know that I had for some time because you know I don't really play D&D on a table anymore. I don't even play D&D anymore. I play VTC now, and well, I say play. It's more like I run VTC games. But you know, I gave him those, and he gave me a handful of unpainted miniatures, 40K miniatures, and a 40K novel, which I really need to find the time to read. But once I you know really get the schedule nailed down and consistently donate plasma twice a week, I will have you know time at the clinic to read. So I will be finishing up the 48 Laws of Power, which I can then loan to Aiden, and then I will start reading that 40K novel. It's the Necron one. Something and the Divine. I know where the box is that has the miniatures and the book. I just need to get the book out of the box and you know put it on my stack of reading materials. you know, just stand, just to read. It'll help give me some, maybe give me some ideas. And it's reading material. Reading books is, definitely more can be more intellectually stimulating than just reading or just like watching something, passively consuming, you know. So we've got that, and I do want to read more. Um, I have quite a handful of actually I have quite a handful of books. Hmm. An idea springs forth, but I've got a I've got reading materials. I just need to figure out which ones I want to read in what order, and then just kind of go from there. Kind of queue them up, and then read when I do my plasma donations, and read outside of that as well. So yeah, so it'll be a good time. So yeah, we're just yeah. Of course, I will be playing games as well. I played Mecha Break the other day. Actually, was it yesterday? Yeah, no, yeah, it was yesterday because today I was at work all day. Yeah, I played Mecha Break yesterday. It was great. It was a great time. I did all three of my free covert Mash Mac runs, and I would like to say I came away with a lot of loot, not particularly, which kind of sucked. But that's just what happens sometimes, you know. We are running low on baits, so I think this fishing pool might be depleted soon, which means we move to the next one. And then, tomorrow, since I'll be hopefully home all day, I can, get to do the quest to get to the new area, and then the gigantic new area from what I've heard, and find some new fishing spots. Figure out what's really delve into the new content. That'll be cool. That'll be fun. And we got oh wait, I think that's a purple rarity. I think we're gonna get another gold rarity. Hell yes. Oh, yeah, you're jerking around a lot. Come on. Oh, come on. There we go. Come on. What do we got? A silver prawn variant, even. Uh, ooh. But yeah, you know, it's just we're gonna take the passive route. Also, nothing ridiculous and wonderful has happened in my lives yet. I mean, I guess I moved back for the most part, and changed jobs back to my previous one. It's just how it is. Uh, Funnily enough, I don't know if I've said this, but the person who did my interview, the now assistant at Taco Bell, is somebody that I trained. And that was actually a point that she made to the GM, because apparently the GM has been specifically instructed to not do rehires, which is to say hiring people that had previously worked there. No rehires. However, they made a small number of exceptions, and the assistant, the person who interviewed me, who I trained, her pick was me, because I mean I trained her. She knows that I know the job. She knows that I am pretty good at it, and she knows what role that what role I fill, and that role that I'm going to be filling is the role that she is currently in. That being, head night shift manager, and she doesn't want to be on night shift. She's got kids, so obviously night shift is not really the most hospitable to people with children. So I understand why she wants out, and I am more than happy to take her spot, because that means that that's an easy way for me to you know make some pretty good money. Some decent enough money for now, um, which is great. Mm. And we got bigger fish now. Let's go. Hand it over. Hand it over. Hand it over. I'm starting to figure. Whoa! I'm starting to figure out the rule, the way that the fish, like the fish that spawn on this, the reel and the bigger fish. Like this is gonna be a purple rarity. How did I know? And because the fish that I used as bait wasn't a variant, this isn't a variant. You know. Uh, yeah. So, yeah. So, anyway, I think. Oh no, this. Okay, so it is burning all right still, but it still needs another touch up. Hmm. Yeah, okay, so it was burning pretty evenly for a while, but now it's really not again. Quite the problem. Quite the predicament. Come now. Come on. There we go. Alright. Okay. So we peel off that first band. I kind of want to stretch out, but this chair isn't on wheels, so it doesn't move. So I can only stretch out so much. I can, do a proper stretch before I go to bed. Let me think. I have to get up and, I have to get, well, I do have a couple of small errands to run. I did schedule a plasma donation. So I will be attempting to do that. Um, just again, get as much money in as possible, so that way we can keep the budget stable and build up some reserve cash, you know, for emergencies and stuff, or if I find a little something small, something inexpensive that I desire. I can also also just alternatively can use it to buy more smokes, you know. So I am running low on smokes. As a result, I've been cutting back, or attempting to. I don't have any more cheroots, so I was using those as kind of a buffer. But no more daily smoking, at least for a little while, which is really funny considering it's the holiday season. But with Christmas and New Year's, um, I'll still, I'll probably still have, celebratory smokes for those days, but, few, if any, in between, and, few after, just to make what's left last as long as possible. Um, which for a minute there I was smoking every day, which is why my collection has kind of entered the predicament that we're in. Uh, but that's that was on me for not exercising some more moderation. But considering now I'm going to be kind of forced to, it'll be easier to do so. You know. So that'll be it's kind of whatever. I do need to kind of rein it in a little bit because yeah, smoking every day is nice. It's pleasant. It's relaxing. Because I can sit here and think or watch anime or whatever. Um, but it's kind of, it was kind of getting a little bit out of control, so we're gonna rein it in and, you know, smoke less, which is going to be, you know, I'm not expecting it to be, I'm expecting it to be tricky, um, but, you know, it's fine, it's kind of whatever, you know. Another fish. But yeah, you know, nothing wild and wonderful. Just more, you know, just more, you know, kind of more waiting. You know, more waiting for you know just time to pass. Really, you know, the 28th is going to get here. The 28th of February is going to get here. You know, so it's just a matter of just waiting that out and you know getting the yeah, keep you know keep working diligently and uh, you know putting together my emergency funding, my emergency funds, you know, and my little frivolous spending funds, smoke funds, you know. You know, once I'm not paying for the apartment anymore, I think I will strictly reserve the plasma money for buying smokes. So that way, you know, I can ensure. Oh, no fish here. Oh, we actually got all of them. Okay. So let's see what we're gonna come away with. Oh, the variants are more valuable. I was wondering about that. Okay, 3,600.
Grab what you need and let.
Okay, so now we're just gonna buy out the baits, just so I've got those. There we go. All right, and let's see if we can buy another item. See, so this is gonna be just straight up 1,500. Give me that, and that immediately restocked. Awesome, awesome. Let's see. I need character XP, so I might as well scoop that up. Let's see, that instantly restocked. You know what? Give me all those two. And oh, now we've got the purple ones. Yes. And then I need carmine globules, so I'll grab those. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. This is just a veritable smorgasbord of things. I do need to save up the expert rod though. Okay. So now I need to get the keyboard out, use the real mouse, and let's see. We got achievement. Angler. Yeah. Yeah. I need to you know, let's see. Unrevealed achievement. Ooh, let's see. Use carmine globules. I haven't even used the toy hammers. Um, uh, color skins, joyful chime, red, yada yada. More power. Okay, so now let's change characters.
From an enemy. Who's the target today?
Switch to Lynn, and then we'll go fishing in Ice Lake. Ice Lake, Eastern District. Switch. Teleport. And more fishing. More fishing. More fishing. Okay, where is the fishing spot? Is right here. Okay, so what have we got here for fish? So we have no variants, and we're still missing 4 of them. Okay. Yeah. So hold on. 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 5, 4, 6. So it looks like it goes 1 through 6. Okay. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 here. So we might get to level 8 with our our fishing. Let's see. We got all kinds of baits now. Oh my god. Oh, so shortens bite time, and then I don't know. Maybe this one lands like rare fish, and then this one attracts variants, luring fish variants, which we don't have any variants here. So yeah, we're gonna be pushing that. And then we might be able to get the expert rod off of this fishing hole. And then after that, we'll see what we can grab after. How many of these do I have? I need 2 more of those to do a pull. Which, you know, it's cosmetics, so it's kind of whatever. Um, yeah, alright. Put the keyboard back in. Oh, sit up again so I can stretch my knees just a little bit. Slowly descending, as time wears on. But I did work 14 hours today, so I am kind of tired. Another thing I'm gonna have to do tomorrow is call my dad, let him know. He called me today about some stuff, and then I double checked that stuff, and it's all good. So I can, just talk to him about that and tell him about the changes that have happened in my life, and the plans going forward. The wrap has gone out. I have to hold on. I'm gonna puff this just a little bit. We're gonna puff this just a little bit. Oh, what a day! What a long day today was. Going in from 2 to 4. Good lord. I think we just touch up. I think we just touch up. I think the simplest, easiest thing to do is just touch up. Also, I should probably check on the stream health. Oh. Alright, let's just double check stream health real quick. Because I missed the thing there. Let's see, stream health. Alright, it seems to still be working well, so that's good. That's quite good. I like that. I like that. Alright, we're just gonna close that tab. And then we're gonna turn that back on. And the mouse. Alright, so 100 fish, and away we go. That last one took about, what, an hour? Yeah, that took about an hour. And so, 10 fish every 6 minutes. Should be faster now that I've got, an improved rod. Damn. Oh. Okay, we got a purple variant right off the rip, and we got a bigger catch. Ooh, we're gonna get a gold variant. Come on now. Come on now. What do we got? What do you got for me? Yeah, we got a gold variant right basically off the rip. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, dude. That's awesome. Another fish. Another new entry. Another variant. Most good. And we got bigger fish. It's gonna be a purple rarity. Quite good. Alright, come on now. Come on now. New entry. Watchers Club. Oh wait, that was a variant. Let's see. Alright. Alright. I'll take it. I'll take it. You know, the more fish entries we unlock, the more secret letter clues that we get. You know, and there might be some more fishing achievements. I don't know. I didn't look that closely. I kind of just scrolled and kind of just skimmed. You know, shell gnarl. Okay, so yeah, we're catching a lot of like staple food fish. You know, I like to think that selling the fish, you know, is you know, helping out the you know, the poor demons in Mistaken. You know, maybe it is another new entry, long whisker variant. Awesome, awesome. Oh yeah, we're getting we're going to be breezing through entries today. Uh, you know, one point that I was going to bring up, and I just now remembered, is, you know, I've moved back, right? Obviously, and ooh, um, you know, I've moved back, obviously, and you know, I was thinking about it, and those days that I spent in the apartment just by myself, just, you know, chilling on my days off, you know, doing whatever I wanted, eating a lot of, you know, eating a lot, you know, watching anime. It was great. It was fantastic. It was probably the happiest I've ever been. You know, which brought a really, damn, we got another variant. Uh, you know, which brought you know, kind of a thought in my head. That thought being that I am a miserable motherfucker. You know, like holy shit, just solitude. But then again, you know, that solitude is what I crave. You know, I haven't had a vacation in 10 years, and it's probably going to be a lot more. Lady of the Lake variant. Okay. It's oh shit. We even get oh fuck. Okay. Anyway, like I am a miserable motherfucker, you know. But that solitude is what I crave, you know, because I mean during you know if I ever do take a vacation, it's just gonna be me and you know it's just gonna be me and just whatever I want to do for however long the vacation is. Um, but I really did enjoy the solitude quite a lot. I reveled in it, and it was much too short. But you know, life moves on, of course. Uh, you know, I don't. It's not going to be. You know, it's not going to be forever, obviously. Um, so, you know, I'll just remember what that was like and look forward to when I've built up enough, you know, wealth and you know, if I get into a good career, maybe, you know, maybe some PTO to, you know, really enjoy myself, you know, and just have a great time, you know, doing really whatever I want. You know, probably play a lot of probably a lot of gaming, a lot more anime watching, you know, of course. Oh yeah, and you know, it'll be good. It'll be nice. I'll enjoy that greatly. Long whisker variant. Actually, hold on. What are we looking at in terms of fish here right now? So I've caught almost every variant. Um, and then I need a fox trout and a shell marl variant in order to get all of the variants. So we continue. We continue. You know, hopefully we can, you know, fill out 2 whole fishing entries. Maybe next time I'll fish in the sewer. You know, just to finish that up, you know. Spotted Tagalong variant. Nice. Nice. I don't think we've caught a single fox trout since I started fishing here. I don't even need to do anything here. Wow. Amazing. Oh, and we got the OG long whisker. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Good stuff. So, peaceful, a nice peaceful fishing session before I, you know, wander off to sleep. New entry, Lamenting Lake Trout, the original, and we're going to get a bigger fish off of it. Alright, come on. It's a purple, so we should get gold if I understand how this works correctly. I have been paying some attention, but we'll see if I'm right. And... Yep, there it is. Gleam Spine. Yep, original. OG Gleam Spine. Hell yeah. It's another rare fish entry to add to the collection. So yeah. Yep. 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 Oh. This is nice. This is nice. It's nice being home. That's another thing. Is, I had said, I kind of wanted an excuse just to, come home. And, the whole debacle in Martin kind of just lent itself to that, which, I still believe. And I am pleased to be home. Yeah, I'm sleeping on the couch for now until the end of February when I get my bed back, but, I mean, I've been I've been less comfortable, so, this isn't terrible, Plus, being close to home, it gives me another excuse to, you know, uh, do that thing I said I was gonna do, where I was, go around and, you know, meet with, various family members that I've kind of fallen out of contact with, and everything. So that'll be, it's just convenient. And we got the original Washers Club. Uh, uh, yeah, so it'll be a nice excuse to do that on my days off. Uh, you know, when I'm not working, which once the holiday season passes, I should be able to get a consistent schedule, figure out my days off, and then plan from there. You know. So that'll be good. That'll be nice. Let people figure out what members of the family have been up to, and then go from there. Come on, what's it gonna be? Purple, probably. Oh, how'd I know? Washer's Club variant. Just gonna back out and check real quick. So we've caught all the originals now, actually. And now we just need a variant Fox and Trout and a variant Shell Gnarl. So, yeah, that'll be... Yeah, we just keep fishing. We just keep fishing until it is done. Hopefully we'll be able to fill out 2 whole entries, and then we kind of just... Oh, shit. Kind of just go from there. I don't even need to do anything. This is probably a Shell Gnarl, if I had to guess. Oh, it's a long whisker. Well, either way. I mean, blue is blue over green, I guess, in terms of, getting more fishing coins to spend on, fishing resources. Hey, a Fox and Trout, finally. Finally. Also, I think I let this go too long. After I catch this one, I'll touch it up. I'm pretty sure if I do this enough, in the the same spot, I'll figure out the patterns for the fish. Just figure out like, oh, this is that. When I, go to reel in. Like the dust off this ashtray. Yeah, the ash dust. Wiping my ass and slapping my nuts. Alright. Let's do a few quick buffs here. The camera's here now. And so I keep instinctively just blowing smoke forward instead of out the side like it should be. Anyway. To fishing. Even as a minigame, this is peaceful. This is nice. And again, another just, I don't have to do a thing. Long whisker variant. So I guess when I don't do anything, it's a long whisker. Another long whisker? Ooh. Another long whisker variant. Alright. So be it. Come on now. Spot a tag along. Perfect. Oh. Yeah. But yeah, I'm happy to be back home. And, you know, definitely it's definitely good. Right. Gotta blow smoke out the side. Not the front. Because that's what, you know, I don't want to blow smoke at the camera and just obscure vision. That'd be... And I realize I've probably been doing it the whole time. Another regular shell gnarl. No variants. I want my variants. Come on. Another long whisker. You know, once like I said, I think there's a rare genie mon to get what's it? Like auto lure thing. So I could just sit here. I could just like watch a YouTube video while I fish. You know, while the game fishes for me, I should say. And then, you know, just kind of, you know, that I think that would expedite the process a lot, because, you know, I mean, it's a computer doing it for me instead of another regular shell gnarl. And it's the computer doing it for me instead of just, you know, me, you know, making human errors and whatnot. So that'll be really nice. Now, as for what Genimon to bind that to, that is the question, isn't it? I don't know. I mean, I could bind it to Broboxy here, but I kind of want to hold out for like a shiny Broboxy, which I have not managed to land. I just managed to get the 2 guaranteed drops. At least, there might be more now. Fuck, there might be more Genimon now, just in general in the new area. Which is more Genimon hunting. You know, another task to do in game. Lady of the Lake, and I almost got a little overzealous there, huh? Ooh. Alright, this one's jumpy. Alright. Washers Club. Alright, hold on. We're gonna just real quick. We're just gonna peel this second band off. I have, I haven't clipped my nails, which I need to, but I left my clippers at work at the apartment, so. You know, so some people ask me, you know, hey, why don't you just do like the early termination of the lease? You know, why don't you just do that? And the answer to that is because since we're so close to the lease expiring, it would cost more money to do an early termination than it would to just let the lease run out. So to put some numbers to that, uh, I'm basically, in a weird kind of roundabout way, I am saving about $1,000 by not terminating the lease early. I mean, obviously, I still have to pay my half of the rent and whatnot. Oh, this is a problem. Oh, this is a problem. Hold on. I gotta adjust. I gotta seriously adjust my posture if I wanna. Oh, yeah, bending my leg. Bent my leg in. One of my legs in to, kind of rest on it a little bit. My knee itches. But yeah, I'm basically saving about $1,000 by not terminating the lease early, and that's kind of it's kind of funny, but that's just kind of how it's fallen. Oh, shit! I lost a bait on that one. Damn. It's because I was adjusting. Wait, I don't know if that counts towards like a catch, you know. Which I mean, it doesn't bother me too much. It's bound to happen, you know. Kind of surprised it didn't happen beforehand, and we got a bigger catch. But yeah, I'm saving money by not terminating the lease early. Uh, we still have to like clean out all of our crap in the apartment. Both me and my former roommate are also kind of short on cash, so we can't really, even if we wanted to, I don't think we could afford early termination, let alone the U-Haul. My budget's already kind of strained, so you know, there's that. I think I've still got a credit for the U-Haul place here in Greensburg, so I can, you know, hopefully they preserve that. If not, then I guess I lost, I think, like $5 to $10 off of that, just because I massively overestimated the, the amount of mileage. Well, not massively, but I did overestimate the mileage just to be safe. So if I've still got that credit, then hey, that's less expenditure on my end. You know what I'm saying? I talk about money a lot. I don't know if it's kind of sort of visible actually, but there's a chest that I have that I've got a bunch of like dollar coins and stuff in, and $half and stuff. It's my pirate chest full of riches. Real life pirate right here. Long whisker variant. Long whisker variant. There we go. Good stuff. But, yeah, I've got my actual pirate chest, that's, I've been slowly filling with riches over the years. It's going to be quite the collection, decades down the line. Ooh, okay, almost missed that one. I think this mouse might be dying, in which case I have to charge it. In which case, I guess no more fishing. Most good. Wait a minute. I don't need to. Hold on a second. I don't need to. Right. It's dying. Because I have a second cable plugged into the charger that, that I can just plug into the mouse. Infinite power. Infinite power. I mean, functionally infinite. It's not actually unlimited, but functionally unlimited power. Which means I can fish to my heart's content. honestly, I think I might let this go and just, yeah, I think I'm gonna let it go. You know, I'll finish it. I think I'll finish it tomorrow. And, you know, we'll sell off our fishing spoils here. Yeah, you know, we'll just do that. So, yeah, the mouse is off. Alright, so we're gonna back out here. And oh yes, look at these catches. 5,000.
Whoa, you got.
Wow, 5,000. We're getting pretty close to the new rod. I could also buy any one of these demon wedges, the track shift modules, you know, anything I wanted right here. Good stuff. I could buy all 20 of these if I wanted. No, but we won't. We won't do that. We'll be, I guess I'll head back to the sanctuary. Actually, I think I might just start the quest to get to the new area. See if I can get to the new area. But that's going to be it for me. I'm gonna get rid of this so I can open the other window. But I think that's going to be the end for me. So until next time, everybody, thank you for sitting with me during my my little fishing trip here, and you know, I think I should be able to do. I should be able to do another stream at some point this week. We'll see. I'm still adjusting to my new schedule and whatnot. So, but until then, I will see you all next time. Later.